and gentlemen, Calvin here from Success. I hope you're having an incredible day. I just finished doing a special masterclass for our clients in America, in Australia, and in New Zealand around how to go about growing your business in 2020. And it's designed for businesses that are just getting started, that are in that early stage of growth, that want to go to about $100,000 a year. And I just literally completed it. Now, we don't do replays, but what I want to do right now is just give you a very quick version of the presentation, what we consider to be our highlight reel. So let me go through it real quick. This is all about starting your business, making your first 10K, and creating a growth plan to do six figures in 2020, even if you're just getting started. So let me take you through a couple of things. The agenda of what I covered on the masterclass is how to create a business roadmap for 2020, how to learn how to stand out online using social media marketing, how to get your first 5, 10, or even 50 paying customers, and then how to make $100,000 in 2020 with ease. Now, I'm not going to go through everything, but I'm going to go through a couple of the key things. This is an amended version, and this should only take me about 10 minutes in total. Plus, we also covered the 6 steps to wild business success. Now, first things first, I'm not going to sell you anything on this video. What I'd like you to do, though, is because you missed on the webinar, is I'd like you to book in for a free one-on-one strategic planning session. Now, there's no obligation or expectation as part of this. It's a 45-minute call with our team to go through this material in more depth. Obviously, this is only like 10 minutes. We're going to go through it in more depth with you, but it's also designed to help you understand a game plan. We want to see you win next year, and we'd love to do that with you. So go through, complete the booking, get registered, and as I said, it's a free session. I'm not going to sell you anything on this video, but I want to add some value to you. So let's jump into it. A little bit about me. For those of you who don't know, I'll keep this super short and sweet. I started this business about 6 years ago, and I started $40,000 in debt. I didn't have the money to run my first event, so I had to pre-sell 3 tickets to an event that I didn't yet have in order to get the money to run the first event. And I was starting $40K in debt and living in my previous partner's mum's basement at the time. Fast forward, my first 90 days in business, that's 3 months, I made over $100,000 in 3 months. And then I thought that was amazing. And then in 10 months, we'd made over $1 million. In fact, I did 1.2 million my first 12 months in business. Now, I don't say that to impress you, but to impress upon you. I was impressed myself. But it's just the power of having the right strategy and the right mentors around you, as I did when I got started. And fast forward, now we're in a position, we've got a multi-million dollar business. Sometimes we do over $1 million in a month. And we've run over 500 events around the world in 52 countries. We have over 200,000 clients now in 84 countries. I've got 3 best-selling books, as well as a whole heap of different awards. And in the past 6 years, we've coached 12 people just like you to over $1 million, starting from nothing. And we've coached over 50 people at a high 6 figures. That's $500,000, $600,000, $700,000, $800,000 a year in the same process as well. And we've done that through webinars, online trainings, live events, coaching, etc., etc., etc. So let me ask you this. What do you think holds most people back from achieving success? Well, for me, I think it's a fear of failure, no structure, they rely on word of mouth and don't know digital. They are intimidated by the sales process and getting rejected, and then like a growth mindset, and they have an employee mindset. If you've got those things, you're in trouble. Now, most people, they get held back because of self-sabotage. So I want you to think about this. How much did you make this year? Next question, how much do you want to make next year? And then finally, what's the gap? The gap is what really matters, because if you take that gap and divide it by 52 and then divide it by 7, it tells you how much every day you need to make. And if you're not making that, you are self-sabotaging. You might self-sabotage because you don't have a plan, or it might be because of the fact that you're just not taking action, but something is holding you back. And so I want you to understand there's never been a better time than right now for you to take your business to another level and to make a fortune along the way. So how do you go about making 6 figures in 2020? Well, it's a very simple format, and you want to understand these building blocks. There are 3 numbers that matter. Number 1, what's your target? Number 2 is how many leads you need to generate. And then number 3, most important, is the middle ground between the two, which is, well, then how many sales you need to convert. So let's look at this. We've got our target, our product or service price, how many sales you want to make in 2020, as well as conversion rate and leads. So I'll give you 2 examples, one at 100K and one at 250. If you want to make 100K, that's $100,000 in the next 12 months. Well, product or service, I'm making this up, $797. You need to make 125 sales. And let's say at the moment, if I give you 10 people to speak to, let's say you sell 3 of them, that means you're at a 30% conversion rate from leads to sales. We'll do the numbers on that. You need 418 leads in 2020. If you do 418 leads, that's 30%, you'll make 125 sales. 125 sales gives you $797 in the bank per sale, which is $100,000 a year. It's pretty simple when you break the numbers down. Let's look at 250,000. Well, let's assume though, in this case, you're selling a $2,000 price pack. Ironically enough, you still only need 125 sales, so the numbers remain the same. at 418. Now, you might say, well, you probably get a less conversion rate, but 30% is still pretty low anyway. So in order to make it, we need to understand this. And we're going to go through this with you on your strategic call, which is what's your goal, how many sales you need to make, how many leads you need to make, and then what's your game plan to be able to make those. Now, warning, what I'm about to share with you does work, so be aware of your excuses and limitations. A lot of people say it's not going to work for my business. I promise you it will. I'm going to give you a lot of great examples as part of this. So here's the 6 steps to wild success. Number 1 is you got to discover your entrepreneurial destiny. That's who you are and who you want to serve. Number 2 is your elegant business model, understanding what's going to be the path to success. Number 3, an effective introductory or mafia offer, also known as an irresistible offer or a low barrier to entry. Number 4 is digital marketing mastery, showing you how to use and leverage Facebook marketing. Number 5, a leveraged sales system. And then number 6, a growth plan. So let's jump into it. Number 1, you've got to get clear on who you are, what you want to do, and who you want to solve. It goes without saying. A great example of this is Andrew Pierce, a dear friend of mine and business partner. He was like, Calvin, I want to work with people that are in the anxiety space. So we started working with Andrew. He was making about 20 grand a year as a coach. Within the space of 12 months, went to $500,000 just by understanding his target market and developing these 6 steps. Number 2 is you've got to then have a business model. Starts with free content, then a great introductory offer. Bring people on board to your core program and your premium program. That's step number 2. We've got to design and develop that model. If you've got that model, excellent. If you don't, you need to work with somebody to help you understand what to do and what not to do, because the nuances here are quite important. Number 3 is once you've got that business model in place, you've got to start filling the top of the funnel. And the first thing to do is your effective mafia offer, also known as like an introductory offer or a low barrier to entry. And there's a variety of different ones that you can do. We've got success in all of these following ones, right? So there's a couple of examples just to give you some. Online challenges, which might be like a 5-day, a 7-day, 21-day, for example, that works. Webinars, like what I'm doing now. Live events. We run heaps and heaps and heaps of live events every year. You could do discounts or trials, a one-on-one coaching session, an application, or even a beta test. All of these are effective, but you've got to understand what we refer to as the TMO framework, target, message, and offer. The right offer presented to the wrong audience is going to be wrong, but the right offer presented to the right audience is going to be right. So you've got to have the combination between your market and your offer. Those got to blend together. And again, that's something that we can go through on your one-on-one call. So I also went through deep about Facebook marketing, and I'm not going to go through a heap with you in regards to this because there's a lot in this space. I spent a good 20, 30 minutes just talking about Facebook on itself, but the Facebook marketing is the king of social media, and it owns Facebook, it owns Instagram, it owns a variety of the other platforms, Messenger, for example, but your ability to reach people on Facebook is phenomenal. But there are over 12 different types of ads available, so you need to know what to do and what not to do, because they're not all created equal. The right ad plus the right offer equals victory, and again, we follow the TMO framework, target, message, and offer. And I want you to remember, successful business owners make decisions based off data, not based off emotions. So here's some of my personal favorites. Huge fan of lead ads, video ads, conversion ads, page post engagement ads, and finally competition ads. Don't click boost post. If you're clicking boost post, call me, we'll fix it for you. So after spending more than $1 million of my own money on Facebook marketing and more than 5 times that amount over the last 6 years, from my clients and business partners, these are my golden rules. I'm not going to go through all of them, but just understand these are some of the key principles. You can pause the video if you want to. So I want to share a couple of practical examples of how this works, just so you understand that it does. Here's a company called Pita Pit. They're a restaurant. We did a competition strategy. We generated about 1,000 leads and we made over $10,000 their opening weekend. These are the ads. Then we had a client called Shanara. She's still with us now. She runs a beauty business in the Mornington Peninsula. We've doubled her business year on year for the past 3 years and increased her profits by over 100%. All just using one ad. And here's some of the numbers from her. She says here, August is looking like I hit 20% of growth for the same time last year. So she's grown 20% based off that 1 month. She's at 170% from the year before. And she's already in August achieved her numbers in December. And that was back in 2018. This is a plumbing business. We spent $863 and we made over $40,000 in new business. Very simple strategies on Facebook. This is a 7-day mindset challenge. We spent $782. We generated 53 sales. We actually made more money on the front end than it cost us. So we spent $13, $14 to make $27. So we spent $787 in total. $782. We made revenue of $1431 cash straight away in our accounts. That's a $649 profit, and that's before we even work with the client. And these were the ads that we ran in that case. Here's a great example in the real estate space. James and Megan, they run a real estate business. They started 120,000, and then within 12 months, they've got over to $2 million. And then I said, guys, you need to show people how to do what you're doing because you're doing it so well. And so they've got 3 kids under 3, but they started their own private mastermind and signed 5 new platinum clients at between $10,000 and $25,000 each. This is a screenshot from our conversation. This is James back in June of this year. He says, its official first mastermind client has signed up and payment has been submitted. That was for $10,000. And then this is his photo of his BMW. In September of this year, he says, what do you think? He just got himself a new BMW. So, super impressed by what they've achieved, and it's about understanding these 6 principles. And here's a great example, bit of an alternative one, very traditional business. This is called Motive Brand. They manufacture t-shirts. Basically, they do design, stationery, printing, that sort of stuff for unions in the United States. Never done Facebook ads before. They sell uniforms and stationery, so it's not a sexy industry, and they work with union members, right? So these are men and women that are normally on the tools, not the sort of digital marketing, sort of cafe latte drinking people you would expect from Facebook. But we launched a strategy for them, again, competition strategy, which was designed to do a brand overhaul. And within the space of a couple of weeks, this is November 2019, we were able to generate over 99 leads. It's now at about 140, $2.80 a lead. And I actually just had a conversation with Mark the other day, and he's got tremendous traction already with this and making a heap of money. So this is the power of what we're looking at, and that's $2.80 a lead. So, understandably, there's a question for some of you, which is like, well, Calvin, this sounds fantastic, and it's probably a little bit overwhelming because I know I'm speaking very quickly for you because we want to get this as a highlight reel for you. But what if I'm just getting started? I don't have a business yet. Well, I understand that, but I'm going to share with you a video right now, and these are of people just like you that were able to go out there and get their business started from nothing. So everyone that's in this next video started from nothing, and in the space of 15 days generated these results. Let's check it out.
Hi guys, it's Shez and Cal from the brand new Chican.
Hi guys. My name's Ash and I'm from Warrior Women.
So 15 days ago, our business and Chican didn't exist.
My ad went amazingly well. I ended up having, it was 257 people from memory opt into my irresistible offer.
I, on the last day, made, it was 187 clients.
I could not believe that in 15 days, I could generate 62 clients.
How many clients did you end up finishing up with the program on?
We ended up finishing up with 17 and plenty more in the funnel that we're still yet to contact. So even days later, it's still coming together.
We've got 176 clients in 15 days, and the last 6 days, we've been in Bali with no phones. So my total sales were $2,505.
I have generated approximately $30,000 worth of income.
I recommend it to anyone, and I hope that you have just as much fun as I did on it.
I really wanted to impact as many lives and people as I possibly could.
We're so very, very grateful. What an incredible team. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Awesome. So you start to understand the significance of all of this. Now, I'm not going to go through the rest of this, ladies and gentlemen. What I want to do is I want to encourage you to go ahead and book in for a complimentary one-on-one session with our team to take you through these key principles, go through the leverage sales process that I'm talking about as well as design that business growth plan. So if you'd like to do that, go to wildbusiness.youcanbook.me. It's a complimentary call. It's designed to help you develop a strategic planning session for the year ahead to help you really build and understand your business model, your dream client, your sales strategy, how to generate those clients on board, what offer to use, all that good stuff that you have to figure out on your own. Normally, we're going to do it with you on that call. And as I said, it's my gift to you. It's normally $500 for a session. However, we're going to do it for you at no charge. So go ahead, wildbusiness.youcanbook.me. That's wildbusiness.youcanbook.me, and we can't wait to see you in the strategic planning session coming up. Good luck and God bless. I hope you enjoyed this masterclass. I think I went for a little bit more than 10 minutes, but I had lots to share. So wishing you well. Kick some amazing goals and have the most incredible year ahead.